Hey, I'm Ben.
I'm Josh.
This is Nerd News' first podcast. We're going to be talking about Geek Galaxy.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
All right. So, Geek Galaxy. It's a comic book convention in Evansville. It was last weekend. We went with a few of our friends.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
6 of us total. Yeah. Pretty good way to split the cost. Yeah, because it was a 6-hour drive for us, so that was quite the ways.
We went to the Sunday one, which is probably less busy than the Saturday one. But it was still a lot of people there.
Yeah, I was listening to one of the vendors who was selling shirts. She was saying that the Saturday was pretty much straight credit cards only. They said they were just nonstop. And the Sunday show was cash pretty much. And it was a little more laid back, but people were still in there buying quite a bit. It's pretty good for them.
I liked the show. I think it was a nice size. It was bigger than the Fort Wayne one, but a lot smaller than the Chicago one. Chicago one was crazy though. Too many people.
Yeah, Chicago's really big. Evansville's a pretty big place, but they kept the ticket prices low, and a lot of people I think came out for it. You know, the Evansville was only $20 for a ticket, and Chicago was $50 for one day, which is pretty outrageous. And if I remember correctly, to buy a table at Evansville was I think around $200, which according to my Uncle Nick, who buys tables to write comics, is very rare. That's pretty cheap. And I know Chicago's gotten way up, so that was pretty good to get the local guy in there and sell his stuff.
It was like perfect size for me. Got a lot of good deals on comics.
Yeah, I think the vendors, they had a decent vendor to like artist ratio. They could have used a little more artists and local guys, because it was pretty easy. Just walk through the quote unquote artist alley and just walk right by them and just like, oh, I'm gonna go check out this He-Man toy, or and just kind of ignore them. There weren't too many big names. There was one guy named Bob Hall. He was a writer for Marvel and DC. He's a pretty big deal, but people just kind of walked right by him, and it's just mainly because I think maybe they didn't know who he was, or he just didn't express like, hey, I'm Bob Hall, come check me out. I don't know. They just walk on by and go check out all the other vendors.
Peter Mayhew was there.
Yeah,
but he's at every convention now.
Yeah, I don't think he was at the Chicago one that we went to last time.
Yeah, he wasn't.
No.
We had the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, and the Black Ranger, though.
Yeah.
That was a fun panel.
Yeah. Austin St. John, David Youst, and I don't remember the Black Ranger's name.
Nobody cares about their names.
But yeah, they had a panel, which was another cool point for their first annual show, and how small it was, or how little media guests they had. They still tried to have their panels, because they had the Power Rangers panel, which was a Q&A, and they had 3 Rangers, so you got 3 Power Rangers up there answering questions for like 45 minutes. They had a Bulk and Skull panel, which was 2 characters from the Power Rangers series also. They had their own panel, another Q&A. And the other one that I'm pretty sure they had was a cosplayer panel. So you go in, hey, how do I dress up, kind of thing, and do that. So even for their small-time show, they were still trying to put out panels, give you stuff to do, so just standing around for all day.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show for a first time. Pretty organized. Really impressive.
Yeah, so they had the Power Rangers there. They had a few attractions like they had a Star Wars speeder bike. They had the Jurassic Park Jeep, just 2 small things that you don't really see at the smaller shows, just something to, hey, look, we got this, come check it out. There was special vendors that showed off their cosplaying skills. Like there was a guy dressed as Master Chief, and that was really well done. He was carrying around the minigun. That was pretty cool. There was a Spock running around there.
Yeah.
He did really well. He He's really tall.
I'll post a picture I took with him.
Yeah, he was super
He's
tall.
Pretty freaking close.
Yeah. He had it laid on his tables. He had pictures with him and the actual Leonard Nimoy
and Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
for
Bob
some
Dylan.
reason.
Yeah, he was very close. He was probably one of the best cosplayers I've seen so far.
Yeah, they had a lot of vendors there who like made their own stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of
Like at the big ones, you get vendors who like just sell things like it's the internet or something. These people actually like made their own shirts and crafts and coasters and crap.
kind of Pinterest style, if you will, or artsy. What's that one? Etsy. Etsy
Pretty
is
cool.
the website. Yeah,
Pretty cool.
they also had some vendors that were just kind of pawning their stuff, like they had the
Like a garage sale.
here's $1 He-Man, $1 wrestler, getting rid of it.
That was pretty awesome. They had a free spin the wheel thing.
Oh, the art. It
Yeah.
was like an art vendor.
I'll definitely go again if they have it this next year. I hope they do because it was awesome. Even if it was a 6-hour drive, still pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
yeah. The drive wasn't terrible because it's pretty much just interstate the whole way, but to get there, if you weren't taking a kid or something, kids 10 and under get in for free. So the price of the convention is just pretty much an instant go for me because
Yep.
it's so cheap.
Yep.
It's
Just like, I don't know, the only reason I go to these things is for the awesome deals on comics, and they had a lot of awesome deals on comics.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I got a crap ton. I was ripping my backpack.
Yeah, I think what set them apart, or what made them a little better, was the fact that they had less media guests. If you look up Wizard World,
Yep.
Motor City, some of those, their whole page is just, their front page is just, oh, look at who we've got. Norman Reedus,
Yep.
everybody that you can think of, they're coming, and then you see the artist alleys just bare bones and nobody's in there because they're all getting
Yep.
autographs, paying $80 for somebody to write their name.
Yeah, Wizard World's like caters more to like mainstream idea of being a nerd or whatever. People just go there to buy crap or see celebrities.
Yeah.
Whereas Evansville was more like,
The
I don't know.
true fan base.
yeah, people who actually want to read comics,
Yeah, read comics, maybe a little toy collectibles.
talk to some local artists and everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, they definitely got that right. Like I said, the one thing that they probably could have advertised a little better, because I just happened to find it on Facebook. It was on Facebook, it popped up, and I was like, oh, this would be cool. Evansville's not terribly far. And then I clicked on it, saw it was like 2 weeks away. So within 2 weeks, I got all my friends together, and we ended up going down there. But I didn't hear about it on any other like TV, through any magazines, through online, just pretty much Facebook. It popped up on my suggested page, and that's where I found it.
Yeah, they probably could have advertised better.
Like even when we got into Evansville, I didn't see any signs that said, Geek Galaxy this way, or Geek Galaxy this weekend. Nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, I think we touched on everything we wanted to talk about, right?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got a bunch of comics, like I said, so I plan on doing some reviews as soon as I read them all. I gotta finish Gulliver's Travels first.
Are you finishing?
Gulliver's Travels.
Never heard of it.
Anyway, yeah. So hopefully we can put out a podcast once a week. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll try to do that.
You can check out the theme song at the beginning. You can check him out where at? For DJ Clock Tower?
Oh, you can go to SoundCloud. DJ
SoundCloud.
Clock Tower.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. You can like us on Facebook. Nerd News by Josh and Co.
Yeah. It's facebook.com/nerdyknowledge. And then there's also a YouTube account that's linked to the Facebook, and a Twitter. I don't use Twitter a lot, but I will if people start subscribing.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here then.
So this has been Josh.
Yep. And this is Ben.
Yeah.
And we're signing off.